the city's North Shore. This is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
The Texans set to punt. And hey, we see held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now running for the first time is Jalen Warren. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play, and the Steelers have a first down.
That's another Steelers first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
And they just get the play off. Connects on the crosser. And they take him down right along the 30. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
On second down, Warren. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the second. In that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock. Methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. No to return this. He's got a lead up past the 30. And Great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, so they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On play action, here's Stroud. Finds his back, Marks. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime. Rodgers from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
He'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play, enough time to at least get into field goal range. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Collins got it left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. This time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
A 20-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Counterplay here, Warren. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. He's out shyer that time on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. He's making a bid for it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that will tie things up in the third.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the second half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive with Marks. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. 2nd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Looking to throw. This connects with Schultz. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Stroud off the play fake. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud again. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun, Marks gets it. He has room past the 25. And the stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Marks. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Up the middle, it's Morris. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Texans going for the win here. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. This one's caught. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Texans, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans jump in front late. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. So calling a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Again, this is Gainwell. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. This is brought in at the 50. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth.
17. Chris Boswell to kick
Now
off
after
for
tying this
Pittsburgh.
game up, they're all set to send her away. Noel to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 3 now. It's marks on the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Nico Collins, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. He'll look to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. No to return this. We dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. No run, it's Marks. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the 25-yard line.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Set up the screen here for Marks. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Craig, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Blast through midfield. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Caught by Freiermuth. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, they need 7. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To throw. He's going for it himself. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. and that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Well, Brock, they're in range for a game-winning field goal, but the offense staying out there right now. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And this is over. He takes it in and then wins it in overtime. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.